Hello, chat room. Uh-oh. I forgot to mute my Mr. Bart camera. Also... Whoops. Ah! Sorry, give me like 2 seconds actually. I'm having a moment with my camera, apparently. Also gotta make that camera footage a little more crispy. Okay, that's enough. Fuck it. Hi! Welcome, chat! Hello, every Hammie! Happy Monday! I hope the start of your week has been excellent so far. Let me go ahead and say hi to every Hammie. Hello, Angry Seal! Hello, Chican! Hello, Sea Kissy! Hello, Super Manager! Hello, Blackberry! Did I get everyone? I think I did. Every Hammie even. How are you guys? I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's really cold and dreary where I live today, and I spent all of my day cooking. Hi, Lucid. Welcome. But yeah, it was a very productive day. I made pickled red onions. I made blueberry muffins, and then I made Chili's Cajun shrimp pasta for dinner because I've been craving pasta really bad lately, and my meatballs the other day I made was not enough to satiate that, apparently. Good job cooking up a storm. Thank you. I am really glad because I'm having like a 0% pain day again today, and I'm a little worried that those days will go away. So I'm really hopeful that they don't. But I'm kind of hauling ass while I feel okay to do things that I've been wanting to do. And I hadn't, when my legs were at their worst, I did not do a lot of cooking at home. So I'm making up for that now. It's still 90 degrees where you are? Damn, I feel like me and Mr. Bark have had 90-degree weather pretty often, except for the days that it's rainy. It's really cold on the days it's rainy, and today was one of those rainy days. It's supposed to be like that tomorrow, I think, but I hope not, because I want to grill a burger on the grill tomorrow. I want to have grill time. I need my Cocoa Melon grill time. Anyway, yeah. I've been having fun cooking. I've been a little sleepy wait, actually, no, I slept really good. I'm sleeping now because I worked all day, but we're gonna have fun and play some visual novels. Weather is trying to bake the Mr. Bark loaf. It really is. He's already lightly toasted. Look at him. He doesn't need to be any more baked. I gotta adjust my camera a tiny bit. Hi, Mr. Bark. You're being really cute. Anyway, yeah, tonight we're gonna play some visual novels. I can't promise I'll make it through both demos at their full length, but I really wanted to give them a shot. I'm a little, because we do have Gundam tonight. We're watching more Gundam Zeta in the Discord tonight, and if you're not a part of the Discord and want to join us for some anime, we watch Gundam on Mondays, and then we didn't watch a Pokemon movie this last week, but this week is still a possibility. We've been watching all the Pokemon movies. Do what you can and we can always finish another time. Yeah, these were dubs that reached out over the course of the Studio Elan Fall in Love Festival, but because I had booked myself up to the brim for that week, I didn't, there were a few stories I really wanted to give a shot. So, we'll do the demos tonight. Thank you for the lurk, Ez. I hope you're doing well. But But yeah, no, I don't know if we'll pick them back up after today, because I do know that both games are just at demo state right now. Both of them aren't released yet as far as I know. I need to double check that though. Hi Keen, welcome, hello. Mr. Bart King says hello. But yeah, no, we'll play what we can, and then when I reach a good spot, we'll transition to the other game. Otherwise, we'll play the other game another time, worst case. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I see that cute loaf. He's being really cute today. Earlier, I was checking the rug because, I have a rug in the kitchen. It's just like a cheap Five Below rug, but it's nice. It helps me like, it helps my feet. If I'm not wearing shoes, my feet get really cold on the tile. So I have that rug in there, and I thought I saw like a white or a yellow spot on it, and I was really worried. I was like, did Mr. Bart pee on this at some point or something when I wasn't looking? How did he manage to do that? Because I hadn't had it down in a couple of days, and I spent like 5 minutes trying to figure out. Just to find out that it was just a weird shadow cast from my light fixture. But he came over and he was just kind of staring at me like, you're not blaming me for something, are you? And I felt so bad because he was being so cute. He was looking at me with these big eyes. It's really cute. And then his little butt, whenever he wags his tail, he can't control it. So his whole butt wiggles. So he sometimes just does it to be cute. He is a really good boy. He's really silly. His back is always turned. I don't know if he does that on purpose, but he always likes to look out. And today was also laundry day, so I have the washer and dryer going on in the background. I tried to shut the door so you guys don't hear it. Hi, Pianuli, welcome. But he's probably also listening to the way my slippers are like thunking in my dryer because I just threw them in there with the rest of my clothes. Hopefully they don't melt, but we'll see. But yeah, he's very concerned. And I also just grabbed a bag of treats, so you know, I gotta give him one. Say hello to chat, Mr. Bark. He's so silly little guy. Maybe he'll get comfy. No, he just wants to beg for more treats. And I already gave him his favorite thing in the world today, so I can't show you that, but maybe tomorrow I'll remember. Tomorrow, we have a ham cam. I'm excited. I got a nano block vampire. We're gonna put him together. He's gonna be sick. I love him. I'm really excited for that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on over to my video game playing screen. Video game playing screen. And I can't remember. I thought I had something else to share with chat. New schedule's out. Tomorrow's ham cam. The end of the week, I'm gonna probably play a lot of Pokemon. I hope you guys like Pokemon. But definitely also come by for the collab on Wednesday. Me, Sandri, Keitaro, and Dragili are playing a game that's only open in the month of October. Gonna be lurking, Hammie. Both my favorite baseball and football teams are playing right now. Have fun. Good luck. I hope they win. Thanks, King. But yeah, no, I'm excited. It's a game that's only open in the month of October, and it's a Ghost Town Pumpkin Patch, or no, Ghost Town Pumpkin Festival. I'm so excited. We're gonna carve pumpkins, go on hay rides, and do all sorts of fun, wacky Halloween shenanigans together with the horde. Anyway, the first game that we'll be playing tonight is called Irene the Window. It's really cool. It's like one of those games where it kind of focuses on the aspects of like like texting and communication and like that. And that's how it really tells the story. But I've never played a game like that, and I've always been interested in trying. And when the devs reached out about this game in particular, I was really bummed when I didn't have the chance to fit it in, and I was just like, do you guys mind if I just play this anyway? I want to play it. So yeah, here I am now, playing it. Let's go ahead. Oh wait, actually I should probably double check my game really fast, because I'm pretty sure they have a... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, chat. New game. New game. The aesthetic of this game is really pretty and comfy too. Really good to play while there's it's raining outside. Oh! You're not smiling. Smile! Or what? You're not happy to see me? You do realize we're on a video call, right? I can see everything through the camera. I'm waiting. Here, I'm smiling better. Like, actually smile in real life? You know, not in the mood. I mean, if you are on a video call, I always feel like the least I can do is smile when I say hello. Here, I'm smiling better. I can't fault her for being teasing about it. Hi, boss. Welcome, welcome. Also, chat, I did brew some tea, so I might get up and go grab it here in a sec. But we'll get started first. Oh, whoops. She's still talking. Hey, thanks for picking up. It's so boring here, I'm going mental, so I decided to message you. How long has it been since we last talked? 3 years? 4? Feels like those years never happened. It's the same for you, right? Feels like it's been 10 years, not 3. I've got a weird feeling we don't even know each other. Yeah, it's like they never happened. I kind of feel like... Feels like it's been 10 years, not 3. Someone should volunteer as full-time teammate. Yeah, Mr. Bark would look really cute in a little maid dress. I wonder if they make a corgi maid dress. They have to. I really wanted to get him a costume this year, but he would hate that. He would hate that so much. If I put him in a costume just so chat could enjoy it. Got a weird feeling we don't even know each other. I feel like that's a little too much, but this is kind of like this. I could get behind. Feels like it's been 10 years, not 3. Get him in a monocle and a top hat. Oh. Also, Malice, I realized when I was doing my post stream the other day, I missed an ugu for you. So, ugu. And maybe I'll get an extra one for free to make up for my misstep. I've got to set a sound for that one. I think I gotta set a sound for ugu. Maybe the pop noise. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, I forgot to turn on my stream stuff. My iPad tablet chat thing. That's okay. We won't worry with it today. I think we'll be fine. Nez Rouge. Oh yeah, the new art from CKC. I'm so sorry, I'm gonna go off topic really fast and show you guys the art CKC did. I love it so much, it's so good. There's a little bit of build up with that though. Where did I save it? I saved it around here. Or did I? Did I save it? Maybe. Sorry chat, give me a second. I'm gonna save it again. You guys get a tiny bit of typing ASMR today if you truly want it. Let's see. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There! Yeah! So, someone left a strawberry. Or no, I'm not a strawberry, a marshmallow. On my marshmallow. Someone said, you are hotter than Rouge. And I was like... was so thrown off. I was so thrown off by that message. But I couldn't just leave it there. And then CKC drew me as Rouge. It is cute, isn't it? I really, really like it. It's so good. I love CKC art. I feel like CKC gets Hammie. You're hotter than Rouge. Yeah, it is a crazy thing to say. I was just like, thanks, brother. It was really, really funny. It took me out. It was like I was there sipping my morning coffee and just kind of like, I got the notification. I was like, oh, new marshmallow message. And then it was that. Thanks, bro. I see. Time flies. Oh no, she's doing the laughing man emoji. Yikes, are we really that old to say time flies? Looks like we are. Speak for yourself. You look great for an old... We're not doing either of these two. They're so mean. Looks like we are. She waffled. Waffle. Wait, was that Hammie Rouge? Yes, it was. Here, I can bring it back. It's really good, isn't it? It's so good, isn't it? Did you guys see Dan and Phil confirmed that they were in a relationship for the last 16 years? And nobody was surprised. So 2.0, we're working on that. We're working on that. I'm hoping though I'm hoping that this month maybe. I'm excited. A Rouge model would be kind of fun though, actually. And people would be mad because they're like, you don't have big enough boobs for it. And then I'd be like, welp. You know that Leonardo DiCaprio gif where he's on the chair whistling and pointing his finger? That's what I imagine you did when reading the message. Yeah, no, that is what I did. You're absolutely right. That's exactly what I did. If they say that, I'll time him out. Hell yeah! Yeah! It makes me giggle, because, when I was messaging Psycho Mama, about my 2.0 outfit, which I'm very, very excited for. I was just like, Psycho Mama, if it's not too much to ask, can I have a tiny bit? Can I have a crumb of booba, please? And then she was like, that's not weird at all. Yeah, we can make that happen. And I was like, yay, just a crumb of booba, please. But I'm excited. It'll be fun. I'm really excited. I think you guys are gonna like the new outfit quite a bit, and I'm so excited because it's been a work in progress getting everything situated since my birthday. And because I had set aside the money from my birthday streams in the donos, in the subs, in the 50 gifted. You guys are so... Crow is so nice, and you guys are just in general spoiled me on my birthday, so thank you again for that. But I'm really excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It'll be nice to have a new outfit too. That doesn't mean this outfit will go away, but I am really looking forward to it. There is another artist cameo who will be included in my 2.0 outfit, and I'm really stoked. You can look forward to that. I'm really bad at surprises, so if I don't shut up now about it, I'll give it away. Hi, C Kissy. We all helped in having having a Hammie Char model. I should. Do you guys want to see this? I saw this Twitter post immediately right before I started streaming, and it's a screen cap of Higurashi, but they edited Char into it, and it took me out. It took me out. I laughed at it, and that's probably why I was a little bit late getting started today. Are you ever gonna use that one model with the blue cardigan and white dress? I can. It's kind of a pain in the butt to set up. So I have to be like prepared to use it for a couple of days in a row when I do it, because it's so much prep that I don't want to just like go back to my regular model. I was eating din din. I hope it was delicious. What did you have? Can I have some too? I'll share some of my pasta with you. But yeah, no, I like that outfit quite a bit. I'd like to use it again. Reminds me of the healer in Shin Megami Tensei 3 for some reason. It's really, really cute. It's really comfy cozy. We like a comfy cozy outfit. Chicken pot pie. Ooh. Yay, I take a bite. Blue Protocol listening to music. Heck yeah. Oh man, oh man. It is pot pie season, isn't it? This time of the year I like to break out all of my fall cookie cutters and also make pot pie, because I'll make the actual crust to the pot pie and then I'll make a little embellishment with like my ghost or pumpkin cookie cutters. Maybe I should do that and then I'll post it in the Discord because it's really cute. It's really cute. Anyway, did you guys see the funny thing I added to my throne today? Not to be like, go look at my throne, goddammit. But, I added this stupid bootleg, Pimling. I added this stupid Pimling bootleg plushie to my, I need to take him off the screen. I added that to my throne today. I like it so much. It's so derpy looking. I need it so bad. And I was like, this is something I've been wanting to buy myself for like over a year now. And I haven't done it yet, so I don't think I'm gonna end up buying it for myself. But that means, chat, that means you could if you wanted to. I don't ever know what to add to my throne, because it's always like, here's this thing I need help with, or I don't know, this looks kind of cool, I guess. You look so funny. The new Smiling Friends episode was kind of insane today. Oh, hey, Mr. Bark is looking at you guys. Or he was. I know. Maybe I should ask you guys to fund my Final Fantasy XIV obsession. Which I guess I don't know if it would be an obsession, but... Hi, Bahamadeza. Welcome. Orange, you got it. Coming right up. He goes with my cardigan today. Julio. Yay! Love that the throne has thing to help Hammie legs to fuck-ass bootleg plush. But he is kind of a fuck-ass bootleg plush. He has seen the end of days. Look at this motherfucker. He has seen it all. He has seen it all. I'm pulling him up on the screen if it wasn't obvious. Oh, look at him. Look at him. And then there's this really like photoshopped picture of the same plushie. He's so goofy looking. He's so chopped. I want to give him a hug. I want to hug him so bad, chat. I want to hug him so bad. I would have him, I would let him sleep in bed with me, chat. You could have the pleasure of funding a plushie that I sleep in bed with. Don't be weird about it. Anyway. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting so distracted today. I think he has to be chopped and cooked before he's served and ate. Anyway, bootleg pimling fuck-ass plushie. I'm sorry, Irene, the Window devs and Death of Faeology devs, if you are here by any chance, because I am having the ADHD brain today, as they say. I have a lot of big feelings and a lot of no big attention span. Anyway. Then where's my pension fund statement? I demand my pension fund statement right now. At least we're getting older together. Call me an old lady. Be ready to get the same treatment. By the way, what do you want to be called these days? In college, I remember everyone called you genius for some reason. What about now? What do they call me? They call me Hammie. Hamela Hampter. Oh, it doesn't fit. I guess Hammie will be fine. Nice to meet you again, Hammie. I've thought about you a lot these last years, but I didn't write, obviously. You know how it is. Are you working anywhere right now? Yes, from home. Lucky you. Is what I would have said not long ago, probably, but now I'm rotting here trying to not go totally crazy from boredom. So honestly, I was hoping you're unemployed too and could give me some tips. They call me the unemployed genius. They call me Peanut Arbuckle. They call me Go-Go Nuts. What the hell? I'm gonna call you that now, Peanut Arbuckle. I've never had it like this before, where I don't have to get up early every day and do something. School, then college, and work, then more work. I was always busy, always had more to do than time. And now I'm lying here, not owing anyone anything. What do people do when they have nothing to do? Go look for a job or go study, watch movies, read books, scroll social media, find a hobby, or no idea. My guess is go look for a job or study or find a hobby. I think it's a good time when you're unemployed, when you're not being an anxious wreck. I think it's good to have hobbies. Play Final Fantasy 14. Oh God, you'll never get a job then. It's great that you brought up hobbies. I keep thinking about them too, but can't come up with anything. Log into your Gaia Online account. I don't know. I like sports, moving my body, anything that makes you feel strong. I like working with my hands, creating something new, fixing or improving what already exists. I collect various things. You could say I'm a bit of a collector. Does binge watching shows count as a hobby? If yes, then yes. Otherwise, no. I would say I'm a little bit of a collector. I'm kind of like a dragon and a raccoon rolled into one thing. A collector, so you search, buy, and get things from somewhere. It's like hunting. It's not about the result, it's about the process. Yeah, it's fun and pretty. Anything wrong with that? I kind of like the hunting aspect. It's kind of fun. That makes more sense. Thanks. If you think about it, we do a lot of things in life for the sake of it, not for the result. Still, I can't imagine myself getting into it. And what would I collect? Stamps? French bulldogs? Court summons? You could collect the quarters from each state quarters. Me and I used to collect those until we needed grocery money one time. So that got rid of a lot of those. This is probably not for me after all, but thanks for sharing. Listen, Hammie, is it okay if I ask you to do things from time to time? Little things, short and simple. It won't be hard for you, and it'll make me less bored here. Tell me what kind of things first. Okay, I'll try. They have different coins per state? Yeah, in the US, each state has like a fancy quarter. I don't know, do they still make them do they still like go as hard as they used to when I was little? Do they still make state quarters? Oh no, the 50 state quarters program ended in 2008. So no, you can't get them as often as you could. They don't make them anymore. Sorry, I'm looking now. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking. You can still find them in rotation, and I do think that every once in a while the United States Mint still makes some of them, but all of the state quarters are released, and they don't really like they don't really make any new ones now, except for every once in a while they'll make a few more. But yeah, no, I'm kind of scared to look at what a set of those costs now. I remember me and Hammie Papa sold our set for like a little bit more over what it would have actually made in like quarter value, if that makes sense, because people went crazy for those state quarters. We had that, and then we had Beanie Babies. And I'm still finding some of my Beanie Babies. And my friends brought me the 2 seal Beanie Babies recently, and I set them next to my alarm clock. They're so cute. It's the little gray seal and the little white seal. I have a bunch of quarters. I should check if there are state versions. You should. It could be fun. It's kind of cool. I thought they looked really cool when I was younger. I felt so badass having them. Recently got a quarter with a mama and a baby bat on it. It made me so, oh, that's really, really, really cute. Ooh, US Virgin Islands coin. I'm looking. Oh, that's so cute. I didn't know they made national park ones too. Here, Chad, I'll put it up on the screen really quick. Give me a second. Baby bat! I want one. I want one. So adorable. I love bats. I love bats. I love Halloween. Quarter a baby bat? Yes. I'll take a quarter. Give me a quarter. It goes towards bootleg Pimling. I need to stop that. I'm not desperate for the plushie, but I might be a little desperate for the plushie. Let's see. The main thing, do it in real life, not pretend, not with a mouse on the screen or a finger on a phone, but for real, it matters, okay? Okay, I'll try. Let's start with something easier. Grab a pen and a piece of paper. You've surely got something handy. Oh, I have one. I'm gonna go get it. My notebook. That I don't ever use because games are a lot easier and don't make you write shit down these days. I really thought I was gonna break. Yay! Thanks, Kissy. The Pim Fund. Oh, you want your Puyo ham? Let me get you that really quick. Un momento, por favor. Puyo. Puyo Lucid. There. Actually, I kind of want to go get tea. What if I go get my tea really quick? Do you guys mind? Oh, he's stuck in my hair. That's okay. He can hang out there. I don't mind at all. You worked hard on it, so I gotta make sure you get screen time. Well, I appreciate that. I like him too. I like his color. He's a good color. I'm gonna go get my tea really quick, and then I promise I will play this game. I know, every Hammie's saving up for the Puyo ham, and it's kind of fun. I like making them. And I definitely have a little bit more free time lately. Yeah, it was my tea reminder, you're right. I was like, oh man, yeah, I did have some tea brewing, didn't I? Okay, chat, I'll be right back. Give me like a quick sec. I'm back with soup. I got 36 seconds left on the ad break, but I'll come back. Hi, Pachi. Sorry, also, I had a muffin with my tea, so I'm finishing my muffin too. Pachi brought soup or I brought soup? Oh my gosh, yesterday I made chicken enchilada soup and I made way too much. I made way too much. So I had to beg some of my friends to come take some off my hands today. He goes for tea and comes back with soup and muffin. Did I say soup? Is that why you guys are clowning on me? I'm back with leaf soup. Well, I am making chicken soup later. That sounds really good. Is it like a chicken and dumplings? Or like a chicken enchilada? Wait, I thought you actually made soup. No, I made pasta for dinner. I said soup. I'm tired today, I think, chat. I think I'm crashing from my coffee earlier. I didn't really do, well, I guess I did do a lot today. I did a lot today. I did a lot of errands. I did laundry. I did so much baking and cooking. I watched the new Smiling Friends episode with Roden. I was so busy. I was so busy. And now I'm chilling. I want to yap your ear off, apparently, and I can't sit down and play the game. Leaf soup. That's what I'm saying. Leaf soup. Hot leaf water. Hot leaf water in your area. Mr. Bark, you're snuggled up to my legs. Hi. Chicken drumsticks and I guess veggies and rice. That sounds really yummy. That sounds like a hug of a soup. Yummy. I have rotisserie chicken bones. I need to make a stock out of it some point, but I've been so lazy and I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. Maybe, I don't know, but I feel like I should. So if tea is soup from just water and the leaves, then the ocean is a soup. Yeah, because with the ocean, you got all the fish. You got, do you guys ever think about how many people probably peed in the ocean? Do you think about that, or is it just me? And then you have, like, sand. Ocean is poop soup. I hate that. I actually hate that more than thinking about how often people probably pee in the ocean. I think about it when I take a big gulp of ocean. Oh god. I'm in a landlocked state, so I don't get to go to the ocean that often, but I did go when I lived in LA. It's a big stew. You're right, it is a big stew, but it's kind of cold. Stews are usually hot. That's a good question. I'm gonna start calling the ocean the big stew until somebody asks me about it. Anything you can write with and on will do. Will a napkin and lipstick do? No, I've got nothing at all. Pen and notebook, pencil and paper. I got everything. If the ocean is hot, someone probably peed. Yeah, I want to watch someone gauge the temperature of the ocean in a busy place. Maybe I should get a day job checking to make sure people aren't peeing in the ocean or something. Wonder what percentage the ocean is water, waste, and salt. If I'm in it, it's saltier. Pen and notebook, pencil and paper, I've got everything. Perfect. Remember who you dreamed of becoming as a kid when you grew up and didn't? Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Tired Mula Mula. Oh no, you're tired. The Mula Mula is tired. I hope he was not in the ocean and somebody peed in it. I should stop joking. Not everybody's gonna be cool with that kind of humor. You can be the piss police. That sounds badass as hell. I want to be the piss police. Oh, what's that emote? Tired? Oh no, so tired. Eepy, let's get comfy. Don't let piss man anywhere near the ocean or it might cause heat levels rising in the ocean. Global warming is such a mess. Welcome to Hammie stream where we talk about peeing in the ocean. The jokes write themselves. I just help them along. Oh man, I made this It was caffeine free, but I made this strawberry shortcake tea. I think it's from the Republic of Tea tonight, and it's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. In case you guys need tea suggestions. Maybe one of these days I need to do what Kai does when he has a stream where he shows every Hammie what games he owns, except we go through my tea cabinet. Yes, you may have a Puyo Kissy. Let me fetch them. I started typing Puyo Kissy. Just like how fast the little tail goes. On my other shoulder, I have a mod on each shoulder now. Look at me. Would love a tea tour. We should. I should get a camera for that. Swim so fast in place. Why should wait? Can I move you? You know what? You're gonna get 2 Puyo Kissies. You're gonna get a free Puyo Kissy because I wanna. Puyo Kissy kind of looks like a mola mola too. 2 scoops. Hammie keeps me anchored so our friendship never floats away. The mods are swinging in the Hammie air. It's true. It's like George of the Jungle. It used to be an astronaut, a doctor, a firefighter, now a CEO, a rapper, an influencer. I used to want to be a veterinarian, and then my teacher sat me down and was like, you know that being a veterinarian doesn't mean it's always going to be good, like a good time, right? And then I was like, you know, I didn't really think about it like that. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up anymore. And then I never figured it out, and now... you know where I'm at now. There, remember it and write it down. Just one thing, nothing more. Hold on, I'm gonna write it down. Alright, I don't remember. I think I didn't want to be anyone. I'll write it down now. I wanted to be someone as a kid, and I became that. I want to write it down now. Just figured out what I wanted to be when I grow up, and I'm 34. See, that's beautiful. I wish I could figure it out. But, you know, instead, I just want to be... I want to be someone that, if at the end of the day, even if I don't do anything super, like, ambitious, I just want to be someone that someone can, like, look back on and be like, yeah, they were a pretty good egg. They were a good egg. I appreciated them. You know? I always knew what I wanted to be, but got hit with undiagnosed ADHD. See, that's also my situation, except I couldn't decide on what I wanted to do because I had undiagnosed ADHD. Just going to be lazy and cozy for the rest of the day? You deserve that. You've worked hard. You deserve to be lazy and cozy the rest of the day, even if you didn't work hard at all. You still deserve it. The jobs I wanted to do no longer exist in the form they did when I was a kid. Recently figured out that I'm a decent systems engineer at 32 on top of being an okay IT analyst. I just want to have fun with my work. That sounds fun. I mean, like, I feel like the technical field is pretty rewarding. And like, you don't make half bad money doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, they are a pretty good hamster. Hell yeah, that means I've accomplished it then. I mean, I still have goals and stuff. Like, I want to have fun streaming, and, you know, I don't know what I want to do above that. It's a lot to think about, and I never really sit down and think about it at 32. You know what? We'll figure it out a day at a time, though. I have, like, my streaming goals and stuff. Like, I don't know. I have a lot of fun streaming. I'd like to keep doing it. You know. Imagine people around the world tune Hammie yapping. I'd call that great. Yeah, I know. International. It's kind of crazy. It's definitely something you don't wink at. Is that the term? You don't wink at it? I can wink. It's really bad, but I can wink. But I also I want to have lots of puppy dogs. I want to stream more. I want to I want to try all sorts of tea. I want to visit outside of the country at some point. I want to do that really, really bad. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't really like get it together. Like, I remember my first manager at my first job, she was in her 50s and went back to school, and she's having a blast. Like, she finished school, and so I can't remember what she actually does now, I'm gonna be honest. But I just know that she's so much happier that she went back to school, even though now she's probably pushing closer to 60 now. But she was like, yeah, best decision I think I've ever made. And it's really happy, because I know when she was managing my little pizza place back in the day, she was not happy doing that, and I can kind of understand why she wouldn't have been happy doing that. It's kind of grueling work. Cute hamster streamer, because you need to keep working on that. You know, I everywhere there's a little room for improvement if you look it out, or seek it out. Okay, I'm waiting. Are you done? Keep in mind, I can't really see what you're doing there. If you try to fool me and do nothing, well, don't do that. So, you done? I'm done. Sweet. Look at what you wrote again. Think about what it means to you. And now? No, I'm not. No, I'll just scribble it out. What the fuck? I'm not ripping it out of my notebook. No way, no way. We are scribbling. Can you hear me scribbling? We scribble. I should do ASMR. I want to do ASMR at some point. Is that a goal? ASMR would be fun. Oh, Hammie, but with a gun and bigger. Was intense suddenly asking for arson. Ham Nation, would you commit arson for me? Just wondering. I like that though. I like that. Come up with mean jokes and I feel bad for them before I finish typing them. No, it's okay. Today I've lovingly called myself I'm in a mean girls mood kind of day. Where I've just been like kind of petty when I think about it, and I don't usually like say any of it out loud, but I'm just kind of like, I'll look at myself and be like, damn, you're grumpy. But usually like my grumpy side doesn't really, like, people don't really see the extent of the grumpiness. Sometimes they do, and I hate it when that happens, but you know, no, we all do it. Anyway, well, I did it. Okay. What was that? Why? Because none of it is true. It's never going to happen. But it weighs on you every day, getting in the way of thinking about everything else. Every now and then you think, what if it works out? It won't. Even if it seems doable, so much time has passed, so it won't. Oh my goodness. Better to tear it all to shreds and move on, which we just did. So we should just sit and do nothing? Why? Do anything, something new, and leave those old dreams alone. You were a different person when you made them. And you had no idea what your life would look like later, so screw them. I don't know if I agree with that, but I'm just gonna tell her okay so we can move on. I should have done this myself a long time ago, honestly. Instead, I made you do it. Thank you. What would you have written? Me? What does it matter? I wanted to be a lot of things. A gymnast, an ad girl, the fast, slow racer. Well, not all of us can be fast cat boy Owen Aeon. Why are you looking at me like that? Did I not tell you? I'll tell you later. Though, what's the point? Right now, I don't want anything, and it's pointless anyway. Alright, Hammie, let's hang up. I was so glad to see you. Want to get together again sometime soon? If you want. Of course I do. Talk to you soon then? Talk to you soon. She seems a little crazy. Hey, you still there? Go stretch your legs for 2 minutes, tops. 2 minutes is enough to brew some tea, for example. I did that. I did all of those things already. You can't tell me what to do. Go offline or stay online. I don't want her to think I'm ignoring her, but it's better if I guess I'm offline and not responding than online and not responding. I don't know. I have social anxiety. Go offline. Oh, is this like a Pomodoro timer a little bit? Anyway, I guess I should have been yapping here. I should have been yapping here. I'm going to sip my tea. Thank you for the hydration check. I'll take a sip of my tea and my water. And I'll unshrimp. Oh man. Chat, I gotta remember to buy more sugar cubes, okay? All I have is loose sugar now and I can't pretend I'm an Uma Musume if I don't have my sugar cubes. I also just like the sugar cubes because yeah, it's kind of silly because they're more expensive, but it does make me feel like a fancy princess if I have the sugar cubes. I want to have a tea party. I want to have a tea party really bad. Tons of ryegrass to my door. Oh man, I don't know what I'll do with that. Make a smoothie? If Hammie fed me a sugar cube from her palm, I would eat it graciously. Like that one meme, right? Honestly, I just get mine from either Kroger, but I used to get them off Amazon. I like sugar cubes. They spark joy. Hammie is princess? Wow, I want blushy. I don't know, I like them. I like them. I've never tried just eating one though. We got 17 seconds left. We got 17 seconds left. And I rehydrated and I kind of wiggled my legs a little bit. They don't hurt today, but... Oh, sorry, Mr. Bark. I didn't mean to startle you. You want a black Puyo ham? Coming right up. It's a popular Puyo ham night. Day 2. Let's put him, because it's Halloween season, let's put him with the orange. If I was fed, hi Irregular. If I was fed a sugar cube, I'd either do the sensual teasing bite or the JoJo Cherry scene. So, what's the JoJo Cherry scene? I've never seen JoJo's. You'll have to explain that one to me. Don't bite me, that's my job. Oh man, I could either say hello or pick up. Let's pick up. Hey, Hammie. You're kind of cute today. Whoa. Thanks, I didn't expect that. So last time I wasn't. You're messing with me. Last time I wasn't? Thanks. I didn't expect that. Is that right? I could totally see people have been telling you that a lot lately. And 3 years ago, you were such a shy one. I'm still shy. Listen, take a selfie to remember you by. Grin wide, snap yourself on your phone, and send it to me. Well, done. Where do I send it? You put it in general media spam? Okay, cool. I'll make sure to go take a look soon then, before Gundam. Great. Write down my email. Actually, you know what? Forget it. Bad idea. Keep it for yourself. I can see you just fine anyway. And I'll see you again, I hope. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna do a thing really quick. My inner quality assurance hamster is rearing its ugly head. You know what I thought after our last talk? I know so much about the current you now. What you do, what you like, and even what you used to dream about. And you know nothing about me. Want to fix that today? I can tell you want that. Of course I do. I would say of course I do. You're like April the game? Oh no. That doesn't sound like a fun game at all. Maybe it'd be a really good visual novel though. Man, I cried like a baby over that one. Perfect. I'm in just the mood to get things off my chest today. When did we last see each other, right? 3 years ago. You stayed in college and I left after third year to work. I'd actually been working before that too. Then, one day, in summer after second year, I woke up and thought, why keep studying? I love it when text games come up with the meanest options for no reason. I wish they wouldn't. They give me anxiety. I'm always like, Did you graduate before you started working, or did you bail too? Actually, whatever, not the point. So, I dropped college and went full-time as a B2B PR person. It's like advertising, but you sell your services not to regular people, but to serious guys at other companies. No idea how they hired me for that position at 19. Okay, actually, I know. Sip. Ugh, this window's so drafty. Give me a second, okay? Balls. Balls. Didn't work. I'll just sit like this. Okay, where was I? You worked as a B2B something? You know why they hired you for such a serious position? You're having trouble with the window? You know what? Yeah, let's do that one. Yeah, exactly. In short, my then boyfriend got me the job. He was the department head. We met at a Capybara class. Did I tell you I did Capoeira for 4 years? Do you even know what that is? I know it better than you, estúpida. That's so mean! Is it some kind of dance? Never heard of it. Seriously? Never even seen it? Those tan Brazilian boys doing handstands? Capoeira? Thank you, Bob's Burgers. That's really good. That's really funny. Capoeira. Look it up later. It's a spectacle. Like, wow, even if you're not into tan boys. I did rhythmic gymnastics all through childhood, did I say? It was hell. When they say an all-girl company is a viper's nest, yep, that was it. Everyone wants to claw each other's eyes out, but, like, you can't. Capoeira is the opposite. There, you can hit each other, and we did, but without malice. So you didn't invite Malice to hit people with you? That seems kind of mean towards Malice. And then we smiled and went for a tea break. A real gain of friends. Awesome, wish I was there. You hitting people? I don't buy it. You say it like it ended ages ago. Well, yeah. We broke up with Mark, and it's going to the same class as him became impossible. Or so it felt. Not the same company, too. Imagine working when your boss is your ex, so I left my job as well. And when you don't see friends, don't keep going places with them. They slowly drop off, and then... Listen, do you have a stuffed toy, an animal, or a human figurine nearby? Maybe a childhood favorite or not so favorite. Me, after she was having me destroy my notepad, looking nervously at the miniature fictional men on my desk. I have a Care Bear. I'm gonna get the Care Bear. Okay, I have the Care Bear. It's Good Luck Bear. Can you grab something? What's his problem? Imagine your boss was a giant.
Hi, doggy.
A giant hamster. Hi, doggy. Yes, I've got a toy. I played with it as a kid. I actually do have one of those. I have my little Neopets Aisha. It's one of the keychains from McDonald's when I was little. I have him. I'm getting it out. Don't make me destroy it. Yes, I've got a toy. Great. Does it have a name? I always named my Aisha on Neopets Miko. It should. As kids, we named everything. Yes, it does. Okay, and what's their name? Miko. Good name. What? You thought I'd say it's bad? There are no bad names. It's the soul that matters. Alright, let's say hello. Come on, show it here. Right to the camera. Here. I'll show it to chat. Actually, you can't see it very well. Mr. Bark's taking a good sniff. Mr. Bark, what do you think of that? Does it smell like your grandpa's house? Hi, Miko. Nice to meet you. I'm Irene. Miko is our new friend now. Mostly yours. I'm more like a friend of the friend. But Miko and I are acquainted now. By the way, how should I address him, her, girl? Alright, nice to meet you again, Miko. Now I'm curious about how she feels, what she thinks about the weather and politics. Actually, no, screw politics. We'll come up with our own weather, with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget the weather and the blackjack. Why are you looking at me like that? I think I've totally lost it. Mind explaining what this is for? I would say... Mind explaining what this is for? There's a window there. There is. It's gone now. And what are your options? Alright, fine. I've been here a long time. Here, in the hospital. Alone all day. Doctors pop in now and then. Nurses do their treatments. To the point that I've started making imaginary friends. Figured you'd like that too for some reason. Alone, where's your family? So, not many friends, I take it? I live like that too. Where is your family? My dad drops by sometimes. My sister and I never really talked. And my mother pays for all of this. Let's not get into it, okay? Still, I wanted to ask. Is a friend like Miko a toy better than none at all? Miko is better. I'm not giving her to anyone. I think so too. We just met and I already like her. Remember how simple it was in college? You wake up, show up to class, and boom, you've got socialization, friends, and a lineup of crushes for every occasion. I think I liked you back then too. I don't remember who I like. Why didn't you say anything? I don't know. I don't know if I could even now walk up and say, hey, you look great, let's go hang out. Back then, even less so. I had zero experience. Actually, wait, I had some. 7th grade, a handsome boy from my class, blonde. How would you feel if at the end of the game, they zoomed out her camera and she was just a floating head? I'd be shocked, astounded. It would be like Futurama. We're having a lot of Futurama references tonight, chat. I think that'd be really impressive. I think it would have been like, you almost got me, and then you did in the second half. I scraped together all the courage a 13-year-old has, ask him for a walk in the park. We sit on the bench, I kiss him first, and he runs off in horror. Never talks to me again. Can you imagine? What if it was a coffin? Stop! No! I don't want that. That's scary. Trauma for life, no kidding. I can be bold in anything else, but not in this. Alright, Hammie, I'm off. Till next time. Let's call each other again soon, okay? Just don't forget. No, not the straitjacket in the padded room! And Miko shouldn't forget either. Alright, I'll talk to you soon. A head with a little bean body? No! Not that one! You're still online? Let's meditate together. Seriously. I'll even record you an audio guide. Go offline and sit with me. You guys want to sit? Let's sit here. Let's get to know each other a little.
Alright.
Oh.
This is new for me too, so let's figure it out together.
She wasn't kidding.
Sit on a chair with a straight back. Close your eyes.
Chat, you do it too.
Focus on your body. Your feet on the floor.
But I want to cross my
Rest
leg.
on your thighs. Find your breath in your body, but don't try to change its cadence. Just observe. Give yourself space to breathe. Keep part of your attention on the real, physical sensations of your body here and now. Recall something that got you upset recently. What happened? Who else was involved? If you feel overwhelmed, step back, let go on these thoughts. Bring your attention back to your breathing or to your palms. When you feel better, return to the memories. Say to yourself,
Thank you,
what happened.
You learn for the follow.
You labeled it as unpleasant, but in reality, it simply took place, and that's all. Everything else is just our thoughts about it. We're thinking about it, but it's already over. We remember the emotions that still show up in the body even though the situation is in the past. And we let them go. We don't need to make an effort to fight them. As soon as we bring attention to a part of the body, it starts to relax, because the body is always connected to the present moment. Right now there is no danger. We've just separated stress into 3 parts. The situation itself, which is simply a fact. Our thoughts about it, which are subjective and not real, and don't need to be believed blindly. And our emotions, which can still flow through us even though the situation is already gone. We create distance from both the thoughts and the emotions, because right now we're in a different state, in different circumstances. With the next exhale, send the feet. When you're ready, notice the light behind your closed eyelids, the sounds in the room around you, and open your eyes.
That made me really sleepy, chat. It made me so sleepy. I feel comfy cozy though. Do you feel comfy cozy? Day 3.
Hey.
Hey, Hammie. Good to see you. Why does she look different? She kind of looks like a JoJo's. She kind of... Cozy Tuesdays, yay. You look different. Really? And you're the same as a few days ago. But over 3 years, yeah, you've grown up a little. And hey to you, Miko. Did you sleep well today? I did, thanks. I did. Don't know about Miko. So sweet that you don't answer for her. But if you don't tell me, I won't know what's on her mind. I slept great too. It was so fresh here today. So free. I left the window open overnight and ended up catching a cold. It was totally worth it though. Listen, you said you worked, but I didn't ask doing what. Wait, don't tell me. I'll take a guess and you'll say if it's hot or cold. Let me guess, you work for an online service for social assistance to homeless cats. Ice cold. For real? Shame, I kinda hoped for a cat-loving IT person. But if it's none of the 3, You're an accountant at a company that builds housing for officials. How about that? Cold balls. No, seriously, not a cat-loving IT wizard, not an accountant builder. What are you? Do you even work? I was. Mysterious worker of unclear specialization, but definitely something secret. You'll be a secret agent then. That's decided. Let's move on. Honestly, all of this was a super long prelude. Actually, I spent all yesterday thinking about how people choose what to do. How did you choose? That's what I like to do. It kind of just happened. Oh my god. This universe, I guess, only got 3 occupations in it. Yeah, IT wizard, something house building, and homeless. Jobless. I didn't mean to say homeless. So you don't even know who made your life the way it is now. Funny. And honestly, that's fine. A lot in this world happens at random, or at least it feels that way. I've always felt that after school, I became all independent, cut loose from the parental expectations, did what I wanted. And it was sort of true. But wherever I went, I kept wanting to prove something to someone. Not just to get things done or have fun, but to prove I'm cool, exceptional, worthy. You get where I'm going. The parents' expectations never left. Your choices are still yours. You're overcomplicating it. Your choices are still yours. That part's obvious. But who are those choices for? In whose interest? Me now? Or meow? Or someone from the past version of me? I, for one, was too late to realize I wasn't quite living my own life. And when I didn't join a Buddhist monastery, but it was something close. Mark promised to take me on a trip around the world. All the years we dated, he kept promising. And when we broke up, it hit me. No one's taking me anywhere. If I want to go, I have to go myself. And I went. Not around the world, but my plans were so grand, you wouldn't believe it. Only made it to 2 countries. If you could go to only 2, no, 1 place before you die, where would you go? Somewhere bright and fun. Or somewhere unusual and interesting, somewhere calm and comfy, or I wouldn't go anywhere. I like bright and fun. To a party, basically? I get it. Though I've been invited to all kinds of parties in my life, and it's never quite it. That feeling like you're 5 and someone's taking you to the amusement park for the first time? Cotton candy and all. I never had it. No idea why that's what I was waiting for, but I was, and I was disappointed it wasn't coming. But anyway, when I picked where to travel, I didn't even look at party places. I wanted to see something I've never seen. In the end, I only made it to Bangladesh and Kyrgyzstan? Why that reaction? I'm telling you, it was supposed to be something unusual. Incredible. But yeah, I get it. Sounds wild. Why those? At first, I really planned a world trip. All hyped up, I decided to head straight to the middle of nowhere. And with that in mind, I stumbled over an article about Bangladesh. The golden waters of the Ganges, mangroves, old monasteries, mosques, all that. So yeah, all of that was there, but what stuck with me was something else. The culture, the people, the noise and dirt. The people? Yeah. I've traveled very little in my lifetime, but I think I've got the gist. The main reason you go anywhere at all is the people. The problem is you have no idea who you'll meet or where. You can't plan that. On my second trip, I realized that especially well, but even on the first one, there were plenty of interesting encounters. There were colorful, strong-smelling, scowling crowds hurrying to their scowling business. There was a nameless street artist painting an unbelievable piece on a pillar under an overpass. So absorbed, he didn't even notice me for 20 minutes. There were those who robbed me in Dhaka 2 days before my flight home. They took my phone, cash, card, everything. And there was Hakeem, the taxi driver, who took me to his home, sat me down to dinner with his family, and then gave me a free ride to the hotel and to the airport on departure day. So, yeah, after that, I'd had my fill of the planet's furthest corners. Next time, I picked somewhere simpler, but still not super tourist route, and pretty, so Kyrgyzstan? I'm gonna say it right. We'll get there. Have you seen their mountains? Nope, first I'm hearing of it. Do yourself a favor and look it up. It's something else. And the best part, you literally land in the capital and that beauty is right there on the horizon. Then about an hour's drive out of the city and it gets absolutely insane. But even on that trip, the views weren't the main thing, not even the people, though people in Kyrgyzstan are great. The main thing was Faina, the woman I met there, my ideal woman. Not in that sense, but you'd like her. Everyone does. She was about 50. From what I gathered, she'd worked as a guide her whole life, there and in other countries. She knew the Kyrgyz name of every pebble in every shrub, and she wasn't even local, as well as every story tied to those pebbles and shrubs. So many beautiful legends, young heroes, maidens, tears, all that. But, okay, that's not even why I remembered her. Kyrgyzstan! Isn't that right, Mr. Bark? She had an answer to any question about life, relationships, everything. A calm, wise answer that leaves you knowing what's right and not blaming anyone, not even yourself. Have you met people like that? I've never trusted people like that. I don't recall. Yeah, I've known some. I don't recall. Not surprising. I don't think I'd met any before Faina, and none after. You know what's most interesting? We traveled together for 5 days, a grand tour around Lake Issyk-Kul, with day trips, hotel stops, and so on. And in that time, I think we became friends, only I never really asked her about things. I'm just not used to this kind of talking. I listened to how Fina talked to others, and it helped me better understand what was happening to me. There's another woman, too, an athlete of some kind. The way she went on and off with her husband, that was crazy. They fought every day, even got physical. Then she'd bring him soup in a jar at the hospital. He got discharged, and it all started again. I don't remember exactly what Fina told her, but basically, the woman said that she and her ex were made for each other. And Fina said, maybe that's true, but then you're two good people made to torture each other, and that doesn't add up. I don't know what happened to that woman later, but I think she understood something. I definitely did. And why didn't I exchange contacts with Fina? I'm still kicking myself for that. No, I remember why. I had to rush home, stressed out with the news. I still can't forgive myself for not talking to her one last time, for not asking for her number. And now, I don't even know how to look for her, search tour guide Fina, and what would I say to her, and how not to scare her off like the others. Are you sure you want to look for her? You didn't scare me off. She'll understand. She'll understand. I think she would. True. I was just telling you how wise and understanding she is, and immediately started doubting it. I'll look for her, and you can too. If you find her, let me know. Wait, I forgot the main thing. Remember how we were talking about what to do in your free time? I decided to read a book. My friend Kate sent me one back when we were still talking. It's called The Coils of Fate by Arlette T. Gibbons. It's fantasy, chick lit of some kind, I guess. I'm not an expert. Actually, no, it's definitely for girls. Some of those descriptions... I don't know if I'd recommend it to you, but I started it yesterday and I seriously can't put it down. Want me to tell you what it's about? I can't say no, can I? Teaser. Of course you can. Oh, but you should say yes. It's interesting, I promise. Okay, yes. There we go, much better. First, we meet the main characters, the snake people. Sneeple! As I get it, they're snakes, but they walk upright, with tails, but also arms, and at the same time, they're people. Do you think authors usually picture what they're writing? It's on us to picture it, not them. But how do you write if you don't see it yourself? Though you're right, it's not a movie. Whatever we imagine, that's what it'll be. Anyway, this group of snake people is moving through a secret pass between gloomy mountains. Their leader, Ophion, wants to slip into the heart of the enemy state, take out its evil ruler and end the war. But then they get ambushed in a narrow gorge, and Ophion's sister in arms, Shira, is almost killed. Shira's our protagonist girl, by the way. Welcome, Pissman! Ophion saves her, kills the attacker, and takes his power. In this world, even when you kill an enemy, you take all his power and even his memories. Shira finds Ophion intriguing. He's so strong and untouchable, but he seems not to care about her. And his right hand, the seductive Lilith, says Shira's a weakling and she doesn't know how she even got into their elite squad. Hammie, did I dump too much on you at once? You following? Shira, Ophion, Lilith, snake people, I'm following. There's an evil kingdom in there somewhere? Doesn't matter, keep going. Great. From the look on your face, I thought you were about to pass out. So they move on and spot a patrol that absolutely can't be allowed to get away and warn the villain. Hi, Bestie Kai! Welcome! Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're having a wonderful day and the cheese mines are treating you well, because if they aren't, I'll go fight them in Minecraft. Please take a bite of Gouda for me. This time, Ophion decides to set the ambush himself, tells the squad to split up, and goes alone to fight a whole group of enemies. Shira feels he won't handle it and follows him. He really is struggling, and Shira decides to help. Yay, smoked Gouda, perfect! Big ol' bite! don't like cheese, but it smells good. No, you've gotta let me beam myself into your brain, and so I'll take the bite for you, so you don't have to take the bite for me, and then I'll beam you back into my brain, and it'll be awesome. Piece of cheese, I'm gonna have a big bite. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Party rocking with a mouse tonight. Oops, did I? That's okay. Ophion deals with the rest and helps her up. For a second, it feels like a spark flash between them. But he immediately says that if She-Ra disobeys an order again, he'll execute her himself and take her XP, and she'll respawn at a checkpoint. Is this like a video game isekai? Turns out all of this was happening in an online game, some super advanced one, with VR goggles, a full-body haptic suit, and all the works. Quite a plot twist, right? I hate that, actually. Yes, very interesting. Not my thing. Also, it feels like I've seen this somewhere. Should I be honest? I would be nice. So what about She-Ra and Ophion? You're hooked, huh? I don't know what happened to them myself. I haven't finished. Listen, you should read a book too. At least start one, then tell me what you liked and what you didn't. So I've been browsing TikTok a lot more often, chat. I have a bunch of horror books I want to read so badly, and I was really excited because one of them ended up being on the list of this month's like Amazon first reads, where they give you a like option to choose from a set of books if you have Amazon Prime once a month. And I don't often actually read half of the books I get, but this month I'm really stoked because I think I'm gonna dive into it. I've been trying to find a good time to read. I need to read more. Bye, bestie! Take care of yourself, okay? Then tell me what you liked and what you didn't. I'm telling this and thinking that maybe listening is even more fun than reading. I'll definitely be into it. Sure, I'll find something. I'm already reading something. Nice, then next time we'll talk about your book. And right now, I really want to finish my spiel about the coils of fate. So, the squad goes to sleep, the heroine logs out, and we meet her in real life. Her name's Chelsea. She's an ordinary girl who works at a pet store. I just thought, there are snakes in the game and there are snakes in the pet shop. Could they be connected somehow? A book reading stream? That could be a lot of fun. I have to do a little bit of research to make sure that I'm not like stepping on any copyrights or whatnot. I can't imagine it would be like that different than playing a video game on stream though, when I think about it. I also should probably start saving up for a fancy ASMR mic at some time, cause that would be kind of nice for a book reading stream. And I'll read you guys stories. What if I read you guys Umineko? It'll take us 200 years, but we'll get there eventually, I promise. Whatever. So, Chelsea is an ordinary girl leading an ordinary life. She didn't have anything special going on until this game showed up. It does sound kind of comfy. What if I read you guys a book and we had like nice little like ASMR rain sounds? Or Mr. Bark barking non-stop. Hammie, can you read Go the Fuck to Sleep? Yes, I could read Go the Fuck to Sleep. And I would. She's got a boyfriend too, a lawyer named... I actually wrote all of the names down so I wouldn't get lost. Let me open the file. One sec. Balls! Does Ham Nation get to hang out in a big cuddle pile while Hammie reads to us? Hammie sniffling in the mic. No, did I do that? I'm sorry. I'm a little sniffly. I don't want to make a big deal about it, but I am a little tiny bit under the weather. Just a tiny bit. No, I'm kidding, you didn't? Okay, woo. Yay, I didn't do it. Use horrible Monday morning ambiance with Ultimate Agony Screams playlist. Absolutely. Do you guys want that? I would do that. I'll do that and we can read My Immortal. Actually, that would be the sickest 2.0 debut party I could think of. I'm writing that down, chat. I'm writing that down right now in my little notebook that I scribbled in earlier. I'm doing it. Did Hammie just say her full name and address and IP on the mic? No, that was your full name and address and IP. I messed it all up, didn't I? Can you see me? I can only see part of your face. Figures. Balls. Let's hang up. This won't do. Next time I'll fix everything and it'll be fine. Maybe finish the story? Okay. I was at... Yeah, she's got a boyfriend. Don't remember his name, but he's a lawyer. And they're kind of fine, but this dude, there's not an ounce of romance in him at all. He's way too pragmatic about everything. He says that's just the kind of person he is, but Chelsea can't shake the feeling he doesn't love her. More like he sees her as... No, sorry, I can't. I need to disconnect. I don't feel well. Let's talk next time. You'll call me next time, right? Yes, let's do it next time. Okay, I'll be waiting. Bye. Sorry again, I'm off. You better do the same. Take a minute to relax. In a minute you can. I don't know. Think of something. See you. I'll just stay online. Click me hard! Oh, it's a clicker game! Oh, hell yeah. I want to get daintier dubs. Fuck, the internet is awesome in that universe. I agree, I'm having a good time. Let's get victory vibes. Let's do it. I also wish we had this too. Oh man, I could open up the auto clicker, but that seems very try hard. It would be kind of funny though. I could get the victory vibes, but I kind of want to get... I want to get more points. I'm obsessing. I used to obsess over living. Now I only obsess over you. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Watch this. Oh no! I didn't do it in time. That's okay though. That's okay. Oh, she's calling. She wanted me to call her though, I thought. So up so late on the internet last night. Yeah, I just couldn't stop clicking that cat either. Chat, we will all click the cat today. You figured it out already, haven't you? Figured out what? Thanks for playing the demo of Irene, the window. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that, chat. This ham's been said so many times that I'm not sure if it matters. I enjoyed that. I'll add it to my wish list. Sorry, chat. Give me a second while I add it to my wish list. You should go add it to your wish list too, if you want. If you guys want to, let me grab you the link, okay? If you're interested in playing it yourself, here's the link to it. It's on Steam. Is that a Mr. Fallout Boy song? Yes, it is. Yay, yay, yay. I wonder what she thought I'd figured out. I guess I'll have to wait and look. Should we play Death and Faeology then? Yeah, we'll play Death and Faeology for a bit. We might not play for very long, but I wanted to give it a little bit of a spin. I heard it was very smart. And I'm not very smart, but I'm excited. Let me get it loaded up really quick. Mr. Fallout Bark? I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see. I'm probably gonna have to adjust my screen a little bit so it will jump scare. It will slightly jump scare with Scuff. Hammie is very smart in her own way. Thanks. Oh my, I'm gonna have to readjust the screen really quick too. Can I set game? Does that work? No, it didn't. Everything's yelling at me. Okay. Yay, thank you. Here, while I'm setting up here, aw, dang it. While I'm setting up here, I'm gonna go ahead and run the ad so it doesn't, get into, like, the main of like, the main gameplay. Words! Anyway, be strong, ad gain, I believe in you. Okay. Look at this pretty game screen really quick. Now look at it. Words are hard. Words are tough. Actually, really quickly, chat, I might go grab a little bit more tea while the ad is still going. So I'll be back in just a moment, okay? Un momento, por favor. Hi, I'm back. Sorry, I got kind of distracted too. Anyway, shall we read a little Death and Faeology? They said it was kind of spooky, so I thought it would be a good demo to play in the spooky month, you know? Was that snot? I don't think so. No snot here. I'm clean. And my nose has been blown. Was that a slurp? No, no! I'm gonna stop drinking things around you guys. So yummy. I am the cleanest hamster, that's right! Very well groomed. What is your name? We're very serious right now, so I'm gonna put in Hamela. That way, if anybody runs into me in the game, they know I'm not fucking around. Also, give me a quick second. I'm gonna write down a timestamp really fast. Yippee! Oh shit. Should put your full name in then? Hamlius. Slurping is a sign you enjoy it, but no. I'm very dainty. When are you guys gonna learn that I'm a princess, huh? I don't do anything impolite. Oh man, this tea is so good. So yummy. Grading first-year assignments can be such an exercise in patience. Ooh, very ASMR-y. I enjoy this. I ought to remind myself that Faeology is a relatively recent science, only a couple of decades old. This university, the only Faeology university in the whole country, was just finished being built in 1905. It's still barely acknowledged in the academic field. More importantly, I've got to keep in mind that children inherit their parents' prejudices and misconceptions. Oh my god, I can't talk. The human world has formed its own notions of fairies. Alas, I find myself unable to suppress a big sigh every time I read references to poisoned apples ushering princesses into her eternal sleep. A reference to the Cottingley fairies is one I can understand since it was quite the sensation not too long ago. Though it would be clear in the eyes of the renowned Faeologists that the photographs were mere imitations. A pity that Sir Doyle was taken in by it. I ought to take a break. The grading session today has taken me quite a tangent. My beloved Oz. Ooh! I suppose having a fairy companion does give one an advantage in identifying genuine fairies. I'd say a break is in order, wouldn't you, Oz? Oz responds through his trills that I've learned to interpret over the decades I've known them. The Cottingley fairies again? Yes, and Princess's eternal slumber due to poisoned apples. We don't care much for human princesses. Damn, they're calling my ass out! Good thing I'm a hamster princess. But making poisoned apples is a rather easy feat. Shall I turn one of them into a toad in front of the whole class to show that Faefolk is capable of more than that? At the same time, showing them not all fairies are a friendly bunch? I can't help but chuckle at the thought of that. I believe some might quit that same day if you do that. Besides, if other Faeologists get a hold of your existence, who knows what they'll do to you? Chances are high those people will try to pin you to a corkboard and vivisect you. I would never let that happen. I've always appreciated you pursuing Faeology to ensure that. This is the least I can do. We've known each other since I was 7. You've saved me countless times since then. Well, you could have let me bled to death when you found me. I would never. I have to sneeze? Oh no. Oh no, I have to sneeze and it's not coming and I'm getting stressed out. I need it to happen. Okay, we're gonna give it a little longer. Give it a little longer, maybe it'll happen. I can hear a delightful melody of chirps laced with a touch of whimsy, which make me feel a tad dizzy. It seems that even the laugh of a fairy possesses some magical quality. While you're on break, isn't there something else on your agenda this afternoon? Right, Mr. Hinkle's letter. Thanks for reminding me. I retrieved the letter from my patron from a desk drawer. I lean back on my chair and read the missive aloud to myself. Dear Hamela, how long are you going to keep me in suspense? Will you or will you not accompany me to this year's Leo's Gala? You could do a lot worse than forgetting your boring books for a moment in favor of whiling away an evening with champagne and canapes? An invigorating company? And when I say invigorating, I'm not speaking of those old sods with deep pockets ready to be exploited by the way of funding grants for your research. I'm speaking, of course, of yours truly. Do write to me sometime before Saturday. That's tomorrow's date, isn't it? Oh, I know. My delay in responding is entirely by design, I assure you. I'd hate to be getting the looks from the crowd like I'm a wet blanket. Faeology isn't worth my dough, they'd say. Oz's replying chirp is decidedly indignant. Man, all sniffly. I nod to Oz in agreement before returning Mr. Henkel's letter. In other news, I heard that little Ruthie Blythe has caused a minor ruckus in the city's hottest speakeasy. If your old friend Detective Krause hadn't been in the area at the time as well, who knows what could have happened. I find myself rather perturbed at this revelation. I would have telephoned Ruthie and asked what the story was, like when we were children. However, for better or for worse, we aren't on friendly terms anymore. I resume reading my patron's letter. Speaking of the detective, have the two of you been keeping in contact? He gave me the cold shoulder when I crossed paths with him at last week's benefit. I couldn't help assuming that his persistently frosty treatment of me might have had something to do with you. It's unfortunate that the extensive bonds you have with him should end in a rather bitter taste. As you have told me more than once, when it was good, there was nothing else quite like it. Yet you speak very little of him now, and I find myself wondering if he still holds a place in that unguarded heart of yours. That letter is signed, yours everlasting, Oscar Henkel. Well, I've kept Mr. Henkel waiting long enough. I press a pen to a fresh sheet of paper and commence crafting a response. Just then, a familiar rhythmic tapping pierces the silence. Thank you for the shrimp check. I'll also take a sip of my tea real quick. I glance in the direction of Oz, but they're nowhere to be seen. Oz must have camouflaged themselves in a heartbeat. I put Mr. Henkel's letter in the drawer before calling out. Come in, Minnie. My assistant enters the office. She's careful to snap the door shut behind her. Professor. Yes, Minnie? Were you talking to yourself again? That's right, you know me. I see. Sometimes I wonder what she must have thought while hearing the mumbly sounds of me speaking with Oz. But she knows when not to poke her nose into things. One of the things I like about her, and also what makes her the bee's knees when it comes to being an assistant. I'd hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he's here. Who? The police detective from the newspapers. Police detective? Even as I echo those words, there's a sinking feeling in my stomach. You know, the man who made you crumple the papers and toss them in the trash can. In the end, we had to stop our subscription for the dailies. Detective Theodore Krause? Yes, that's the one. Knowing Theo is here makes my world go momentarily off kilt. It's as if by the magic of the fairy tales I malign, the ink in my patron's letter has manifested him into the reception area. Can't you tell him I'm out delivering a lecture on the far side of campus or something? That depends. Is a lie like that going to deter this man? An astute question. She is truly wise beyond her years. Probably not. He'd happily traverse the entire campus just to torment me, I'm guessing. Alright, let him in. With a brisk nod, Minnie returns to the reception area. I've barely had time for a steadying breath before Theo barges in. Oh my god. He drops a box on my desk right off the bat. What is this? Why is he in my office? Well, look who the cat dragged in. Not even a how do you do? What, do niceties suddenly mean something to you? I seem to recall that you packing your bags and moving out without so much as a goodbye. There was no one to say goodbye to. Didn't you find out I left only a few days later? At least it made it easier for you to leave, didn't it? There's a tinge of hurt in his voice that I'm only able to pick up because we had lived together for several months. As my mouth struggles to catch the words hanging in the air, I feel the piercing, icy silence creeping in. I ought to break the silence before I freeze. What's in the box? He lets out a deep sigh that rather sounds like relief. Your things that somehow you didn't take with you when you left, even that oddly crafted handkerchief you love so much. That handkerchief was a gift for you. I see the corner of his mouth twitch. He's lying. What should I do with this information? Reach out for the box to check. I quickly stretch out my hand to the box, yet he is just as fast in catching my wrist before I can open it. I withdraw my hand from his grip swiftly, like a startled bird soaring into the sky. That truly caught me off guard. I'd forgotten what his hand feels like. I was only kidding, although you really haven't changed much, have you? You just went straight for it. He sounds amused and slightly pleased, as if he just confirmed the accuracy of one of his deductions. Here, I'm gonna adjust myself in my chair a tiny bit, get comfy cozy. Neither of you. I threw all of it away right after you vanished. He says with a subtle squint of his left eye, another lying tell of his. I can't help but sigh at his antics. No, I won't be spending tonight. I could, but I haven't been feeling like, I got another stim toy recently. It's a squishy cube. So it's kind of like I play with that, and then, I forget to spin in my chair. But I should probably spin in my chair more because it's good on my legs. Of course you did. So what's really in the box? Want to take some guesses? I do have an idea. Knowing him, he'd sooner face the whole Al Capone gang by himself and take their bullets before coming to visit me. This must be way more important than our poignant history. Poignant. Case evidence? I've seen boxes like this one before, but never one quite so large. It's a really big case, isn't it? He nods. The biggest of my career. And to come to me of all people, you must be at your wit's end about this. He looks away as if trying to hide how galling the circumstances at hand are. Truth be told, I'd rather face the whole Al Capone gang and take their bullets than have to see you again. Gee, that stings a little. So why would you... Hold on a minute. You think this has some sort of connection to fairies? He flicks his tongue in exasperation. Should get a Hammie spin redeem? When I spin in my chair, do you guys just point out when I'm spinning? When you guys can see it? I wonder, hold on. Let's see, can you see if I do it here? Not really. The light, it's just very dark in my room today. It's very dark in the room in general, it seems like. I do have my lamp on though. He flicks his tongue in exasperation. Oh my, it seems like I've hit the bullseye. We stopped talking about fairies at some point when we were still together. Can only make it out the rocking left or right. If we do Hammie spin, make sure there's a limit to it. I would get tangled. I would clothesline myself on my headset really fast if I spun when you guys told me to. I'll give it some thought. Those talks always led to heated discussion and then into arguments because nothing I could say could change his skepticism towards mythical beings. This certainly had the chance to tease him about it, though it might be unwise considering the emotional peril he must have gone through to get here. What should I do next? Ask him more about his thoughts. I know this must be hard for you, but I can't help if you don't say anything. He sighs. You're right. As difficult as it is to admit, the things you've told me before about fairies and whatnot might have helped me make sense of this case. But I have to say, for the sake of my sanity, I still don't believe that they exist. Fair enough. He appears pleasantly surprised by my answer, as though he was expecting a quarrel right around the corner. Little did he know I've learned that it's moot to try and explain the otherworldly beings to him. So what makes this case so significant? Give me a quick second, chat, actually. One moment. Why do you think it relates to fairies? Are you even allowed to tell me? I hear the sound of a chuckle under the breath like a bolt from the blue. For a brief moment, his gaze on mine seems to revert how it used to be, until the seriousness returns to his face. First things first, since I'm leading the investigation, I do have some discretion on what details to divulge and to whom. That is, if the confidant can bring value to the investigation. And I've known you for a fact that you can be discreet. Moot. It's moot. Still, I must ask your sworn secrecy on this matter. You got it. So tell me about the case. Why does it seem to be of paramount importance? Oh, it's a multiple murder case, potentially perpetrated by a single culprit. The victims are chiefly middle-aged women residing north of the city. They're from old money families, the types that make regular appearances at high society events. I see, no wonder you're all tensed up. You're telling me. Chief took me off every other case and insisted I pull all my time and effort into this. It's only a matter of time until the press catches wind and makes a circus of everything. And with some of the victims' peculiar manners of death, he pauses. This is where fairies come in? He silently stares and then sighs. I swear I must be losing my mind. You've got this. Now he draws in a long, deep breath. 3 of the victims had a manner of death that the unit has never seen or heard of before. The strangest case is the one where the body seemingly hardened into bony tissue overnight. Oh my god. Scary. Her corpse almost looked like a carved wooden statue. Oh, I've heard something like that before. Of course you have. I frown at him. Don't start now. He clears his throat abashedly. Without finding out what caused these deaths, and more importantly, who did this, the press could spin the stories out of control. I don't want to imagine the looks on victims' families' faces when the papers are making a razz of these poor women's deaths. Besides, what kind of depraved, sick bastard goes around murdering women in such a way? This city's already running on fumes, crime's becoming more rampant day by day. People shouldn't have to look over their shoulder every night. It's no way to live. Even as he lapses into silence, I say nothing. It's not just the city. The rise in crime is bleeding him dry too. Yet I am unsure of what words could soothe those who are fighting it on the front line. I've never been where they are. The frown lines between his eyebrows grow deeper. You know, considering the victim's background, having these murders being exaggerated in papers would pressure the families to insist on closing the case as soon as possible. No matter the cost. No matter who's to blame. You're right, innocent people are going to bear the brunt of this. This is a terrible situation. I feel my stomach churning. My arms cross on instinct, trying to hold my own disquietude in place. Is there anything you can do? I'm just one man. Try as I might, I can't keep those rotten police brats from lining their pockets. But nothing but a pack of lowlives in high places. He exhales sharply, his voice laced with contempt. Then he fell into silence yet once again. Similarly, words seem to have abandoned me, as I can't shake this feeling of helplessness crawling under my skin. After a minute, he meets my eyes once more. Well, you're a good listener, better than most. He curls his lips into a smile. I don't mind at all. Thanks. He clears his throat once more. Alright, let's get down to brass tacks. This box includes case files, crime scene photos, a couple of blood samples, which I was able to request to bring to you, and several other pieces of evidence. Other than the strange manners of death I've said, forensics was puzzled too by the blood samples. Sorry, my Discord notifications started going on and I realized Discord turned off my streaming stuff. Which was kind of weird, but it was really distracting. How so? One of them doesn't contain iron. That's interesting. Nothing surprises you, does it? Well, about this peculiarity, I'd bring up something from my fairy books, but you always find a way to deny it. You're right about that. I'm still investigating the possibility of unknown drugs or poison that somehow causes these oddities. But I'd be a fool to not go after my hunches and look into all possibilities. What about robbery? It's ruled out. No fingerprints, no evidence of breaking in, nothing had been stolen. And motives? Revenge? We're still interviewing the city elites, looking for possible motives, but it takes time. You know how it is. Yes, of course, they're very busy. Speaking of city elites, I know people who can be very helpful in getting some inside information. His expression turned sour at full tilt. Who, that man? I said people, but yes, that man would be particularly helpful in this matter. He scoffs brazenly and doesn't even try to hide it. Even at this first meeting with Mr. Henkel, there's some inexplicable tension between the two. Theo said something about Mr. Henkel feeling off and always hated it whenever I had something to do with him. Though it might just be jealousy in disguise. You know, I'm right. Even if he's barely in the newspapers, he's most likely at the pinnacle of high society. And I don't think he'll mind if I ask him a few things about this. Why, of course, he's always got a soft spot for you. Hell, he's probably carried a torch for you for a long time, judging by the way he follows you everywhere. Well, he happened to be interested in Faeology and has a lot of money to allow its development. Look at you, all ready to defend him. What, are you to an item now? I may have steered this reunion back to where we were months ago by bringing up Mr. Henkel. But it was necessary to mention him. I don't know anybody else who would have had that much information about high society. Besides, there has never really been anything, even if we did go to fundraising events together from time to time. It was strictly business. Yet again, Theo seems to lose his reason whenever we talk about Mr. Henkel. I don't have the time or energy to argue with him. What should I do? Explain the truth about the relationship with Mr. Henkel, or try to make him see reason. I feel like we can't make him see shit half the time. He just seems really stubborn and he wants to be in a bad mood, so we might as well just let him be in a bad mood if he can't get it together. Explain the truth about the relationship with Mr. Henkel, then. We're not anything. We go to fundraising events from time to time, but those are work. I've got to get money for my research from somewhere, you know. Our relationship is strictly business. He gives me a dirty look. Sure, I believe you. No, he doesn't. Besides, what I do with him is none of your beeswax. His voice becomes even more irritated. That's right, it's not my concern. Do whatever you want with him. Just make sure he can keep his mouth shut about the case. I can't help but groan at this turn of events. I will. While we're on the subject of useful allies, you mentioned before about blood that doesn't contain iron. I can take the blood samples to the university's chemist. She's good at what she does. They sexed up Gumshoe from Phoenix, right? Gumshoe should be like a pussy magnet, honestly. He's so cute. And she's from a rich family. She might know of the victims or their families at least. I'll trust your judgment. I'll take this as you agreeing to help me with the case. That's right. There are lives at stake. He lets out a soft smile, as though in quiet agreement with what I said. Thank you. Well, if you think it'll be helpful, you can even ask the people you mentioned what they know using the evidence items. But for the case files or for your eyes only. Understood. He has fallen silent somehow, leaving an uncomfortable hush in the air once more. Suddenly, a realization comes to mind. Does this mean you'd be willing to hear about fairies? About Faeology? That depends. If this was indeed fairy doings, and if through your investigation you can provide solid theories on 3 things. The culprit, their methods of murder, and their motives. Supported by evidence, of course. I'm sticking with the idea that there's a logical explanation, an earthly one for now. Fair enough? I'd wager that we have approximately 24 hours to get some sort of answer, an answer that makes sense. I can feel the papers are getting close to getting the story. While you're investigating this lead, I'll look further into unusual drugs and poisons. No! How about it, Faeologist? Do you dare take on this challenge? Do I? I'll help even without being challenged. I'll help even without being challenged. Even without being challenged, I'll still help you, you know? He stares at me impassively. Of course I know. Well, if you need anything from me, you can just ring me. Very well. But you need to promise me that you'll not just hear me out, but also keep an open mind on fairy topics if I succeed in what you ask. I promise. but I can't promise not to scoff from time to time. That's good enough. I ought to get going. Maybe this will be an opportunity for you to increase Faeology's credibility in the eyes of the academics. Maybe. Seems like some detective has been following the tiny part of Faeology in the newspaper, says you. The one that had to stop the daily paper subscription just because some detective kept getting the headlines. How do you... Before I could finish, he had walked towards the door and opened it. See you tomorrow around the same time. I hear the door close. Hey! I exclaim with a hint of frustration, and after some thought, I realize that he must have noticed the missing newspaper on my desk and my assistant's. Reading papers was part of my daily routine when we were together. I can only shake my head in disbelief. He hasn't changed much either. As I am reminiscing for a few moments of our past relationship, Oz reveals himself again, now that we're all done. That was quite the reunion. It was quite the reunion indeed. He hasn't changed at all, has he? I suppose. Though you don't have an obligation to help him. I know, but I've already agreed. Very well, just don't overwork yourself. Yeah, thanks, Oz. I find myself slowly drifting into thoughts. A victim's manner of death hardening into bony tissue and could be one of the fairy's curses. Ossification. If only I could ask Oz whether a fairy was behind this and which one, but it's not that simple. Even if they're my longtime companion, fairies have their own rules about exchanging favors, and they're secretive about their land, too. A favor like that doesn't come cheap. At least I'm stocked up on milk and honey for small requests. Speaking of requests, I should get started on a reply to my patron's letter. For some reason, he seems to be more insistent this time that I come with him to the gala. I retrieve a paper and pen and mumble to myself as I write. Dear Mr. Henkel, I hope your recent forays into high society have proven more fruitful than they have in... Should I be hyperbolic? Yes. More fruitful than they have been in the centuries you've been roaming amongst their lavish ranks. Believe it or not, I have been considering whether the merits of trying to impress the wealthiest folk of the city outweigh the obvious indignities. You first brought up the possibility of my accompanying you to the annual Leos Gala a couple months ago, and I'm still weighing my options. How do I want to play this? Be apologetic or be coy? Let's be apologetic. I still don't have a definitive answer for you at present, I'm afraid. I sincerely apologize for my indecisiveness. About Ruthie, I can't say I'm surprised to hear about her latest flirtations with disaster. Since we were both toddlers, she's frequently found herself in trouble. Her fiery personality certainly doesn't help her get out of quarrels. I would love to telephone her and ask how she's doing, but we drifted apart a long time ago. Nevertheless, I'm glad to hear that Theo was there to smooth things over for her. I've now arrived at the topic of Theo, or Detective Krause, as my patron prefers. I suppose his query was meant to uncover whether I still care for Theo. How should I answer? Sometimes my thoughts wander back to him. He and I are old news. My thoughts go back to him. I murmur under my breath as I write. As for Theo, I must be honest that sometimes my thoughts wander back to him. However, such thoughts are fleeting at best. I have not a single moment of regret over the decision to end it. Upon signing off, I seal the letter with wax, and then I turn toward my trusted Fae. Oz, can I please trouble you with something? You want me to deliver this letter to your patron, don't you? Thoughts do be fleeting, truly. Indeed, time is of the essence here. As always, please take care not to catch anybody's attention. He'll see it by tomorrow morning, I'm sure. It would be my pleasure. Thank you, Oz. I'm off. I'll see you later today. I watch as Oz flits out of my office window and vanishes. Once the Fae is gone, I call my assistant to my office. Yes, Professor? Hold on 1 second. I rifle through the contents of the box. Carefully, I extract the blood samples that Theo mentioned. They appear to be stored in test tubes. Would you mind asking Dr. Rayford to analyze these blood samples? I'll do that, sure. As I hand the samples to her, I notice that she looks like she wants to say something. Over the 2 years we have been working together, I picked up on a few of her tells. What is it, Minnie? How'd it go with the detective? If you don't mind me asking. Oh no, not at all. He's the same as always. There's lingering beef, of course, but we've sort of managed to put it aside for something more important. He has brought me a rather significant case that he suspects might have some supernatural elements, as hard as it was for him to admit it. Oh, good for him. I can't help but grin at her remark. I'm glad it didn't end in a shouting match, at least. Yes, me too. I'll deliver the blood samples now, Professor. Thank you, Minnie. Minnie hurries out. I'm alone in my office again. Remembering the conversation about the case, I'm suddenly engulfed by inexplainable, eerie feelings. I should start this investigation right away. Oh, yeah! I do like a little... Sorry, Mr. Bark, I didn't mean to startle you. I like a little investigating. Drag and drop item from the inventory to the desk. Select an item in the records, then press the icon to open the inspector and read the insights you've gathered. Hover the magnifying glass above evidence to access the information and see the details in it. Use the black light to see invisible things. Read the encyclopedia to gain additional information, and press the button to end the investigation. Alright, desk, office, record, tools. Oh, it took a second for it to load, but we're good. So let's see. Oh. These are the ladies that died. That's so scary. What's this? Case file. Case file 2. Case file 3 and 4. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Wait, hold on. I already forgot what button does this. Wait, what are these? That looks like a jewelry box of sorts. We got a coin. We've got an invitation to the gala. There's the ring we saw a second ago. Are these pictures of the victims before they got victimed? Hold on, can I put this back here? No, I can't. Tools. We request your honor. Oh, my patron invited me to this. I'm still uncertain if I want to attend. Request your honor of your presence at the annual Leo's Gala. A wedding ring. Seems to be made out of gold. Elementary, my dear Hammie. I'll be the best Watson ever. A coin? Can I flip the coin at all? Never seen this makeup powder. I've seen this makeup powder somewhere recently. It's Nectar Bell. This must have belonged to one of them, but which? I wonder if the owner likes the box design and carrying around in her pocket since it's already used up. Perhaps the chemist has some interesting insight since her family owns the brand. Oh, what about this coin? Can I know more about the coin? Never seen a coin like this. It looks rare. Also, chat, I'm feeling a little bit tired, so we might finish up after this investigation sequence, I think. I really like it so far. I'm looking forward to reading more. Let's see. Seems to be the second victim's crime scene. Her complexion, it's not quite the pale hue of death. Far paler than it should be possible, almost drained of color. Something's odd with her fingers. Wait, does she have her wedding ring? This middle-aged woman in the collared blouse is the victim. Guess this elderly man in the suit is her father. This elderly woman wearing the cardigan is her mother, I suppose. This bespectacled man is perhaps her brother? Are they talking about these here? Yeah, yeah. What's wrong with her? Oh wait, her fingers are weird. Her fingers. I've seen corpses before, but never like this. There's another strange thing about her fingers. Oh, but that's not, Inspector Hammie is the pink hamster? Man, with these? Oh, excuse me. Let's get out the black light. Wait, what's that on her hand? Whoa. What's happening? What is happening? What happened to that? The texture looks interesting. Oh, it's smoking. Does anything react to the smoke, I wonder? Is the Pink Panther reference not recognizable in this day and age? No, I know who the Pink Panther is. I don't remember a thing about him, but I can picture him in my head. If that helps. I get the reference, though. It's been a long time since I've heard about him, though. Oh, what? I've seen this before. This is a parasitic fae. A failed transformation magic? There's no mistaking it. The structure of the thorax, antenna curvature, elongated legs, they're exactly the same as the parasitic fae I cataloged several months ago. What happened to you, poor fae? Of course, no response is forthcoming. Man. I don't feel like I should handle him like that. This is the 4th victim's crime scene. For some reason, the Pink Panther equivalent in my head to Mr. Bean. And I don't know in what way or how, but they feel equal to me. I don't know. I don't know why you would feel that way, but I can get behind it. Sometimes we just feel a way to feel and don't realize, like, don't know why. Poor girl, it's a cruel thing to see youth being stolen so abruptly. Whoops. The 1st victim's crime scene. This is the first time I encountered something that could be ossification. I feel sick to my stomach. No one deserves to die like this. Something's odd with her fingers. Nothing going on with the photographs, but I can't tell with her fingers, though. Hammie, I have D&D starting now, so I'll be lurking. Thank you, thank you! I appreciate it, Lucid. I hope you have a wonderful D&D session. Mary Hatcher, aged 19 years old. Manner of death, death from shock due to arsenic poisoning. The time of death, around 6 p.m. Victim profile, young factory girl. Despite not fitting the trend of the previous victim profile, she has been preliminarily included in this case because she was seen having a heated conversation with the 3rd victim shortly before that victim's death. Hi, Heather! Welcome, welcome! Hello! Thank you for the cutie pie sticky note. And the ad pats. The victim's father described her as not acting like herself in the days before she passed. Shortly before her death, the victim visited the police station. According to the interviewing officer, she seemed to be on the brink of confessing something when a look of terror suddenly crossed her face. She then appeared to change her mind. She hurriedly left the station without saying anything further to the interviewing officer. Oh, what a cute emote. Oh, how adorable. I hope you're doing well, Heather. It's always good to see you. I hope you have not been working too hard. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea really quick, actually. Let's see. Forensic report. Prior to death, the victim suffered from violent abdominal cramping, followed by diarrhea and vomiting, consistent with the effects of arsenic poisoning. Traces of said poison can be found in blood type A in the glass she was drinking from near the time of the death. Blood contains iron and other elements commonly found in human blood. I'm gonna snooze the ad really quick. Okay, so there's the fourth one. Where did the third one go? I had the third one and now it's gone. Name Audrey Wooldridge, 51 years old. Return of the Pink Hamster? I wonder, can I make myself pink? I'm curious. Give me a second. I'm gonna fuck around with VTube Studio because I can. I can change the lighting. I can change the lighting. Look at me, I'm pink. Oh my goodness, I'm so pink. Look at me. Pink Hamster Club. "51 years old. Manner of death, hardening into bony tissue. From, oh no, I missed it. From afar. I can't remember what I read. An affluent middle-aged woman in the city. The victim reported hearing strange noises and seeing strange phenomena in the days immediately preceding her death. The interviewing officer suspected, due to the victim's, strange behavior, involvement in occult matters. No traces of drugs or poison from what could be extracted from the body. Further autopsy is still in progress due to the victim's manner of death. Wooldridge. Now that's a familiar name. Hold on. I gotta sniffle. Okay. So we read those two. I'm a little bit stumped because I think I got too... Wait, here we go. There we go. Can I put this back? Yeah, I can put this stuff back. I'm gonna put this back. I'll leave this out. We don't need that right now. Man, I want to organize this so badly. That works. That works! I'll put you in here too. Anyway, no, I sniffed into the microphone, shit. Susan Moore, age 40 years old. Refusing to drink anything but her own blood. Oh. Time of death around 11 a.m. Sorry, Mr. Bark, that's me. An affluent middle-aged woman in the city. The victim's mother reported that the victim was suffering from a prolonged paranoid episode in the days leading to her death. Specifically, the victim was acting erratically and saying strange things. Despite the manner of death, there are no signs of dehydration or hemochromatosis, no traces of drugs or poisons. Blood type unknown. Other blood-related investigations are underway. Blood does not contain iron. What about the third one? Edna Niblet, age 64 years old. Manner of death, gnawing her own fingers down to the bone. Wait, that can kill you? That can kill you? It was but a small sniffle. Around 10 a.m., an affluent middle-aged woman in the city, a friend of the victim, reported that she visited the victim's residence to drop off an invitation shortly prior to the victim's death. The friend also wanted to check on the victim's well-being as she had allegedly been acting strangely at a party the night before. According to the friend, she witnessed an emotionally charged conversation between the victim and a young factory girl. However, the friend didn't think much of the interaction at the time. Yeah, I would guess through blood loss too, but I can't imagine. Let's look at it. I'm gonna look at that picture closer. At the crime scene, the invitation card dropped off by the friend was seen close to the victim's corpse and was taken in as evidence. No traces of drugs or poisons. Blood type unknown. Other blood-related investigations are underway. Blood does not contain iron. There. Another strange thing about her fingers. Wait. I think we can go ahead and probably end it here. You sure you want to end the investigation now? Yeah, we're good. We looked at everything. Oh my god, it scared me. We'll go a tiny bit longer. A knock on the door makes me glance up from my desk. I realize the sun is set while I've been absorbed in the investigation. Come in. My assistant enters the office. Yes, of course. I think I'm gonna get through this conversation really quick, or just until I'm feeling it's time to go to sleep. Well, not sleep. I got Gundam to watch in the Discord. But, yeah, just a few more minutes. One more ad break snoozed. Dr. Rayford has arrived to drop off the blood samples, and she wants to talk to you. Already? Yes, she's just out the door. I must say, I'm pleasantly surprised at her work speed. Alright, send her in. Minnie nods. She returns to the reception area. Dr. Florence Rayford enters. It has been only 3 years since she has worked at the university, but she has proven her reliability more often than not. Good evening, Professor. Good evening, Doctor. Dr. Rayford hands over the blood samples. She also gives me her lab report. Here you go. Thank you. So, what have you found? Just a smidge more Hammie time for Hamnation. That's right, just a little bit longer. A little more reading. The most peculiar thing is that there is no iron in one of the blood samples. Say, is this fairy related? Her question prompts me to ask myself, to what extent of the case can I divulge to her? Theo did say I may ask the patron for her information using some of the evidence. Although she has knowledge of fairies and their curses, she can handle seeing crime scene photographs. As I return from my thoughts, I notice her voice is taken on a higher pitch. This is so exciting! Are you working with the police? Does this mean I'll get better credibility in the eyes of the public? Oh my, we're going to be in newspapers, aren't we? And not the usual corner spots, too. Oh, I can hardly contain myself. It appears she took my silence as a yes. It's good that she's excited about the possibility of advancement for Faeology, but her cheerful disposition can sometimes be rather overstimulating. As if on cue, a knock on the door arrived to spare me. This specific sound is familiar, more familiar than when my assistant knocks. Special delivery. Mr. Henkel's hands are empty. And what, pray, may you be bringing for me? Is it you? Are you the special delivery, Mr. Henkel? If you wish to call me special, then I certainly won't stop you. But I did bring a box of huckleberry muffins for your office. Minerva was instantly enamored by their buttery scent. She's currently feasting on them. We can only hope she'll leave a muffin apiece for the rest of us. Oh, hello there, Florence. I didn't expect to see you in this office. Hello, Mr. Henkel. Fancy seeing you here. Although you do have a habit of making this office your sole stop on campus. She chuckles. That's just because this is where all my money went. A well-spent investment, nonetheless. He makes a retort that Dr. Rayford, but throws a subtle smile in my direction. How cheeky. So, Florence, what's been occupying your time as of late? She looks at me briefly, possibly wondering whether she should tell him about what she did for me. The usual matters, I suppose. I tried asking your father about you at your latest soiree. However, he confessed he didn't have the faintest idea. You must tell me more about your chemical research one of these days. The colorful pursuits of you young alchemists thrill me to no end. You know I can't share all that much, Mr. Henkel. Unless, of course, you find yourself in the position to become the chemistry department's benefactor, then all their secrets are yours. A more playful giggle escapes her lips at this time. I'm afraid I'm all tapped out, financially speaking. Oh, I'm not buying that one, not for a second. He's telling fibs, isn't he, Professor? Well, no, I certainly don't want to get in the middle of the money talk of the rich. I wish I had that information, Doctor. It would make proposing for research much easier, with a bit of delicate leverage, naturally. Mr. Henkel laughs in amusement. I feel I should ask the reason he's here before this conversation takes an odd turn. On another note, Mr. Henkel, did you get my letter? Is that the real reason you dropped by? Upon recalling that I asked Oz to insert the letter into his mailbox only this afternoon, I'm about to retract these questions. Unexpectedly, though, he bows his head in assent. Your words have always had this immersive impact on me. Perhaps that is why you are such an effective educator. Whenever I encounter your written language, I long to hear it spoken post-haste. Are you putting a spell on your letters by any chance? I think you're the one with all the spells, Mr. Henkel. Your muffins, for one, have always been successful in getting Minnie's guards down. Oh dear, you two are making me blush. I suppose it's time I take my leave and let you both be. I'm due somewhere shortly anyhow. Oh no, that might not be necessary. I can't stay long either. Mr. Henkel lapses into silence as he continues staring into my eyes. It's difficult to maintain eye contact with him, but even harder to look away. I wonder what I should do. I ought to discuss the case, but both of them seem to be in a hurry. Should I tell Mr. Henkel to return another day since I need to have an important conversation with Dr. Rayford right away? Or should I dismiss the chemist and meet with my patron now? There are benefits to either choice. Soliciting Dr. Rayford's opinion on the case may be a good idea. She could share more insight on the chemistry side of the case. Her parents own a successful company that produces the powder, makeup, and evidence. She would also know the social happenings among the wealthy elites. On the other hand, Mr. Henkel is a viable candidate for an interview. His connections within high society know no bounds. Everyone seems to know him one way or another. He might know things that Dr. Rayford doesn't. I know I'm spinning. Oopsie daisy. Since he has been funding my research for a long time, he's also more familiar with fairy topics. Whom should I interview? I think this is a good point to stop, I think, for tonight. I think when I boot this back up, I'm gonna probably select Dr. Rayford here, but for now, why don't we go ahead and call it a night? And if you are in the Discord, we will be having Gundam night here in a minute, if I can type. And if not, I'll see you guys tomorrow for a comfy cozy Tuesday hand cam. We're gonna build a vampire out of nanobricks and nanoblocks, and we'll also play Rika Furude Simulator if we have some extra time. So thank you so much for the head pats, Hamado Genki. And thank you every Hammie that came by stream tonight. I had a lot of fun reading with you. You guys have a good night, stay safe, and I'll see you guys later. Good night. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I say good night, we gotta find somebody to raid into, duh. Thanks for stream, Hammie, of course. Let's find the return of the pink hamster. We can do that. Let's see. Thanks for the fun, of course. It's my pleasure. Who do we want to raid into tonight? Who do we got? It looks like Owen is still live and playing a game called Clover Pit. Why don't we raid into Owen? We don't get to raid into Owen very often. So I'm gonna go ahead, let's do that. We'll start the raid, and then yeah, Return of the Pink Hamster is a good raid message, so we'll go ahead and just stick with that. Thank you every Hammie that came by tonight. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. And once again, I'll see you next time. Be safe, be chill, be comfy cozy, because tomorrow's Tuesday. Night night!